Welcome to Gentle Yoga. This is Leo Bray on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center in Palm Springs. Visit us online at urbanyoga.org or Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center on Facebook. Check out the schedule of daily classes. Stop by the tip jar. And YouTubers, subscribe to the YouTube channel for us. We'll start out today sitting. If you'd rather kneel than sit, that's fine. You could just sit on the floor, or you could sit up on props. I like to sit up on props sometimes, so I'm going to sit on my 2 blocks end to end to sitting on the edge of the blocks. Let's the pelvis tilt forward and the hips open. So maybe you sit on a bolster, a folded blanket, or towel, or just on the floor, whatever you like. Rest your hands where it's comfortable for you. They could be palms down for grounding, palms up for receptiveness, calling in something that you need more of. Close your eyes if you like. Pay attention to your breath, and that's all it takes to let it start slowing down and getting deeper. Observing the movements of your breathing and where those movements are registering in your body. Where do you feel these deepening breaths? Taking in your surroundings, whatever's touching upon your senses. Whatever's reaching you from the space you're in, from the space outside your space. And the sounds reaching you from my space here in Cozumel. Sounds of the city, the neighborhood around my terrace. Scan your body to take in whatever sensations are present. What's going on there besides the movements of the breath? Making mental notes of anything undesirable, any stiffness or soreness. So you can keep these things in mind as we practice. Let's all remember that we can skip or modify any part of practice, especially to accommodate what's going on in the body. Anytime you find your attention has drifted away from observing your breath and noticing what's going on in your body, just gently redirect and come back to those central points of focus. And if you like to include a personal intention for your own practice, you can do that now. Let that finish coming together in your head, taking root. With our intentions in place, let's share 3 deep cleansing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sighing sound. You can let your eyes open if they're closed. And I'm just remembering, yep, I didn't turn the phone on Do Not Disturb. I turned the laptop on Do Not Disturb. Now none of the toys will make noise at us. Let's start with the bottom of the feet and the legs. So I'm just going to take the leg in front, grab one of your legs, doesn't matter which one. Hoist the leg, let the foot hang limp, let the ankle be passive. Interlace your fingers between your toes. Let your arms do the work. Move your foot in gentle, slow circles to open up your ankle. Change direction, go the other way a few times. Release your toes. Use both arms to support the weight of your whole leg. That was about supporting the bottom part of your leg, supporting the top part too. So your femur hangs in the hip socket, and explore gentle, slow circles in that ball and socket joint. Not forcing, just inviting, maybe a little more openness. Each one. Take a few in the other direction. And let's put that leg down. Pick up the other one, let the foot be in it. And interlace your fingers between your toes. Start to make slow, gentle circles with this ankle. And change direction. Release your toes. Use both arms to support the weight of your entire leg. And make those gentle, slow circles for your hip socket. Change direction. And let your leg down. You ground. Find comfortable seat again. Rest your hands on your knees or thighs. Inhale, draw your heart forward. Let your head tip back. Exhale, draw your heart back. Let your head tip forward. Repeat a few more times, just at the pace of your own breath. Don't need to match pace with me or anyone else. After your next exhale, sit up nice and tall again. Reach your arms out to the sides, rest just your fingertips on the floor so you stay long in your spine. Inhale, reach your left arm up alongside your ear. Exhale, reach to the right. Feel for length from your left hip up through those left fingertips. Let your head be wherever your neck is comfortable. It doesn't matter what position that is. Everybody's different. Maybe you want to look down, maybe you want to look up, maybe you're sort of looking forward. Inhale, come upright. Exhale, come into a twist. Bring the right hand to the left leg and the left hand to the floor behind you. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, invite your body to twist some more. Work your way up from the waist and see how much feels like enough. So maybe there's a little more for each exhale, or maybe you already found enough of the twist. Keep breathing where you are. Self unwind, come back to center, arms out. Inhale, reach your right arm up. And exhale, reach to your left. Inhale to come upright. And exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, see about twisting some more. How much feels like enough for this side? Let yourself unwind and come back to center. Let your arms be loose at your sides. Let your arms be relaxed. Let your chin come towards your chest. Nice and slowly roll your ear towards your shoulder. Look up towards the sky. Over to the other shoulder. Slow, gentle circles, like we did with the foot and the leg before. Really taking your time. And if you find any tight spots in your neck, you can pause to rock back and forth at the tight spots. Extra TLC wherever it's needed. Next can be tight in the morning. We started, it was noon here today, but it's morning for the folks I see on screen. And who knows what time it will be when YouTubers are doing this one. Maybe your next step at a different time in the morning. When you finish the next circle, take a few in the other direction. And when you finish the next circle, lift your chin, look forward, and let's come up onto our hands and knees. Maybe you tip forward to get there, or maybe you tip to the side, whatever works for you. Maybe you pause for a drink on the way there. Bring your hips above your knees and your shoulders above your wrist. Unless that's too much on your wrist, then you could have your hands further forward, of course. Reach your right foot back and press into the ball of your foot. Take a couple breaths. Relax the pressure on your foot. Bring it out to the side in line with your hip. Starting with small, gentle movements. Exhale, sit back a little towards your left heel. Inhale, glide forward. Be mindful of the sensation on your right inner thigh, so you don't overdo it. See how much movement your body wants. Maybe it's less than what I'm doing, maybe it's more. Next time you rock forward, pause there with the rocking. Rock your hands forward, let your head come down between your arms. And then walk your hands over to the left, let your head just track along with your arms. So it stays between them. Give a little push, send your left hip a couple inches towards your left heel. Walk your hands back to center. And then back in under your shoulders. Swing your foot back out behind and bring your knees to the floor. Inhale, draw your heart forward, let your head and tail go up. Exhale, draw your heart up, let your head and tailbone come down. 2 or 3 more of those. Elbow, calf pose. Come back to the table, just fine. Reach back, press into the ball of your left foot. Ease off that pressure, bring the foot out to the side, in line with your hip. Gently, starting small, exhale, sit back. Inhale, come forward. Maybe this side moves more easily, maybe less easily, doesn't matter. It's natural to note such differences, and we don't need to equalize things and make one side be like the other. Maybe some equalizing happens, but it's not a goal. Next time you rock forward, stop there, walk your hands further out, let your head come down between your arms, let the neck disengage. Walk your hands over to the right. And pressing away from the floor, send your right hip back a couple inches towards your right heel. Walk your hands back to center line. And back in, below your shoulder. Swing your foot back. Bring your knee down. Take a few counts, calf rest. Back to the table. Step your right foot up between your hands and your left foot up next to it. Hang out here in your forward fold. Sway back and forth, bend one leg and the other. Whatever degree of movement feels right for your body. Head is heavy, hanging down towards the floor. Arms are heavy. Inhale, lift halfway, press your hands to your shins. Feel the crown of your head move forward away from your tailbone. Exhale, relax now. Inhale, roll to standing, hands overhead, palms together. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let your hands down at your sides. Lift your left shoulder towards your ear. Slide it back. Let it down. And then your right shoulder up, back, down. Inhale, reach out toward the walls. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself, or if you like, come to eagle arms if that's in your practice. And just like the arms, press your hands together and move your elbows and hands forward enough. Inhale, spread your wings. As you exhale, cross the opposite way. Inhale, spread your wings. Exhale, arms down. Lift your left shoulder towards your ear. Shift it back. Let it down. Your right shoulder up, back, down. Inhale, out and out. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up. Reach your palms up. Look up towards your hands. Lift up your heart. If your back feels open enough, you can let your hips drift forward. Bend more. Inhale to bring yourself upright. Exhale to bend to the right. Feeling for length in both arms and keeping the left heel anchored. You might want to lift. Inhale to come upright. Exhale to bend to your left. Inhale to come upright. Exhale, let your arms down. Inhale, out and out. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Rest your fingertips on the floor, step your right foot back, runner's lunge. And your fingers. You now reach forward and up, press and lunge. If the high lunge like this is too much, let this back knee down. Maybe uncurl these back toes. Do this low lunge instead. Know that the option is there. Change your mind whenever you need to, as many times as you like. Exhale, sink forward in the hips, lower your arms, palms down. Inhale, lie back, raise your arms, palms in. Follow your breath a few more times. This movement in the hips and legs can be as big or small as you want. From the top of the movement, twist to the right. Use your right hand back, left hand forward. You can drop your left hand to your knee as needed for steadiness. If you want, you can reverse the twist, tip back and reach up. Right hand drops, left hand raises, look towards your left hand. It makes you wobble even more. If you reversed, come level again, arms parallel to the ground. Come through center, hands by your heart, and then twist to the left. And again, if you like, you can reverse this twist. This is even more challenging. If you reverse, level off. Come to center, bring your hands down. And step the left foot back to the right, downward dog. Walk the dog, pedal those feet up and down. Heels getting closer and closer to the floor. It's okay if they don't reach the floor. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step your feet forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Rest your fingertips, step your left foot back, runner's lunge. When you're ready, inhale, reach forward and up, crescent lunge. Switch to the lower lunge if you like, with the back knee down, back toes uncurled. When you're ready, exhale, swing forward, arms down. Inhale, glide back, reach up. Breath and movement, smooth and continuous, flowing like water. And from the top of the movement, twist to the left. If you like, reverse, inhale, tip back, reach up. If you reverse, level up. Come through center. Twist to the right. If you want, reverse, tip back, reach up, inhale. If you reverse, level off again. Come through center. Bring your hands down. Step back to down dog. Nod your head. Shake your head. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Step back to plank. We'll take a few breaths here. You can let the knees down if you like. Let your hips come down in line with your shoulders and knees. Whether your knees are up or down. Exhale slowly, lower all the way down. Elbows in towards your body. Press into your hands. Inhale, lift your head and chest. To whatever height feels okay in your lower back. Exhale, rock back and up to downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's come to warrior one. Step your right foot back, planted at about a 45-degree angle by the edge of the mat. Bring your left foot to the other edge of the mat, bend the left knee. Make sure the left knee aims where the toes are aimed. Ground into the outer edge of this foot and the ball of this foot. Bring your arms up. Let your shoulders down away from your ears a couple inches. Bring your pinkies in towards each other, palms facing back. Warrior one. Bring your elbows to your ribcage. Lower your forearms parallel to the floor. Inhale, slide your hands out. Exhale, slide your hands forward. Inhale, exhale. A few more times. Working the back muscles around the shoulder. Bring your hands to your hips. Pivot the back foot open. Slide the line behind the front foot. Warrior two. And if you like, deepen your stance like I'm doing, taking up more space between the feet. That's just what my body wants when I go from warrior one, feet and legs, to warrior two, feet and legs. Square your shoulders above your hips. Reach your arms out to the sides. Turn your head to the left, look over your left fingertips. Inhale, turn your palms to the sky. Exhale, rotate your arms forward. Inhale, exhale. Rolling out the shoulder girdle, shoulder blades, coming up and down the back. Straighten the left leg most of the way. It keeps a small bend in the knee. Draw your right hip backwards and slide your left hand forwards and become the triangle tip. Let the left hand drop and the right hand raise so your hands are stacked. Take some deep breaths. This bottom hand could be on the floor resting on your shin, could be on a block, could be outside or inside your leg. Take deep breaths. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Inhale, reach your left hand forward and stand. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Pivot onto the ball of your right foot, back foot. Push off that back foot, take a big step forward. I'll take a drink, whatever you want. To the other side. Right foot forward, left foot back, out by the edges of the mat. Bend the right knee. Ground into the ball of your right foot. Pinky toe edge of your left foot. When you're steady in the foundation, raise your arms, lower your shoulders, turn your pinkies in, take a few breaths. Bring your elbows down to your rib cage, lower your forearms, keeping elbows in. Inhale, slide your hands apart. Exhale, bring them forward. Bring your hands to your hips. Pivot the left foot open, perpendicular to the right. Slide in the line behind the right. And if you like, deepen the stance. Spread your shoulders above your hips. Extend your arms. Look past your right fingertips. Inhale, rotate back. Exhale, rotate forward. If it helps you get more rotation, you can bend your elbows. Straighten the right leg most of the way. Slide your left hip back, right hand forward, and tip to find your triangle. Take those big breaths. Bring your left hand to your left hip. And now reach your right hand forward and stand. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Pivot onto the ball of your left foot. Take that big step forward. Take a drink if you need. I need. Hot here. Hot here, here. Because now. Let's play with some balancing. You can step over by the wall or a steady piece of furniture if you like to have something to grab onto when you start to balance, maybe standing on one leg. Bring your hands by your heart. Shift from one leg to the other with your feet on the floor. Set your eyes on something at about eye level that is not going to move. Bring the weight into your right leg when you're ready. Slowly lift your left knee. Like opening a door, swing it out to the side. And then bring your foot to your legs. You might have your toes on the ground, heel on your ankle. That's tree pose where it starts. You might have the sole of your foot on your calf or on your thigh. The knee tracks out to the side. Whichever foot position works for you. You can always change your mind. You can start over anytime. You can keep pressing your hands into your sternum and against each other for steadiness, or you can let the branches of your tree go anywhere at all. Maybe your tree is still, maybe there's movement. There's breeze in your branches. Explore as many different expressions, variations as you like. Make sure you're breathing, so all the trees in there, regardless of shape or movement. Bring your hands together at your heart. Pivot your knee forward and let your foot down and shake things out. Shake that right leg and anything else you want to shake. You can shake everything. And when you're ready, bring your hands back by your heart. Reset your eyes, reset your feet, rock side to side. When you're ready, shift the weight into your left leg. Keeping that knee soft, start to raise the right knee. Open the gate of your hip. Bring your foot to your leg. Let your arms find their expression. Maybe it's the same as the other side. Maybe it's different. Doesn't matter. I find this bind, holding my arms behind my back, feels really good in my back. your hands are elsewhere, bring them back together at your heart. Pivot your knee forward, and let your foot down, and shake as needed. That's how we grab these here too. Let's come down and have a seat on the mat. Extend legs forward and flex feet back. If you've got blocks, you could use them here. We're going to play a bit with stack pose, which is sitting like this with the hands planted on the floor. And we press into the hands, inhale and lift. Press away from the floor. So maybe your butt lifts off the floor, maybe it doesn't. Now, if you have blocks, you don't lift the butt up without the blocks, maybe putting the blocks under your hands. Bring you to the point of lifting off the floor. It's not essential to lift up. Flex the feet back to keep the legs engaged. Keep the elbows in towards your body. Press into your hands and inhale. Press away from the floor. So it doesn't really matter if you lift the butt off the floor or not, or how high you go. Make sure you breathe. Exhale slowly with control, lower down. Pause. We'll do it one more time. Ready? Light your hand. Inhale. Straighten your arms. Press away from the floor. Exhale. Lower down. If you use the blocks there, slide them out of the way. Inhale. Reach your arms out and up overhead. Exhale. Fold down over your legs. Let your knees bend as much as they want to, if they want to. When you inhale, think of the crown of your head coming forward some more. When you exhale, think of lowering down some more. Maybe there's a change, maybe they're just thoughts. Maybe with those thoughts, you feel a little more release in your back without a perceptible change in position. Inhaling, slowly walk your hands up the front of your legs, moving your arms to help you sit up. Bring the soles of your feet together. Leave a big space between your pelvis and your feet. If you can reach under your ankles and grab the mat, do so. If that doesn't work for your body, you can reach over your ankles and grab the mat. Either way, walk your hands forward on the mat, making this pretzel shape. Hug your neck, be passive, and let your head drop down. And breathe into your back, wherever the most sensation is going on. You can keep your arms engaged and keep reaching forward or let them go flat. Inhaling, slowly walk your hands back and sit upright again. Keep your feet together and bring them in as close as you can. Heels in towards your pelvis. Interlace your fingers, hold your toes between your hands. Wriggle in your seat to bring the bones in your seat closer to the floor. And tilt your pelvis forward, open the front of the hips. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge at the hips with a long spine. How far that will go. No rush. Wherever the long spine doesn't want to lower anymore, allow your head to lower and your neck to disengage. Breathe into your hips. Inhale and slowly sit up. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees. Lift your knees towards each other. Bring your hands to the floor. Outside the mat, back here behind you. Wiggle your feet out by the edges of the mat. Let your knees go over to the right. Turn your head to the left. Let your knees go to the left. Turn your head to the right. Your knees don't have to touch the floor. Just let them go as far as they want to go. Don't force anything. This is about feeling into space you freed up in your hips, the preceding portion of practice. Not so much about making more space, now just a tour of the cleared space. Bring your feet closer in, about hip width apart. That can be two fists next to each other between the tops of the feet, or it can be a block on the middle position. Come down onto your back with your heels as close to your butt as they'll go. If you have blocks, you can put one between your knees on the middle position if you like. So your knees will remain hip width apart as well. Press into the soles of your feet. Inhale, lift your hips up to bridge pose. For a deeper heart opener, you might, if you want, wiggle your shoulder blades towards each other. Clasp your hands under you. Extend your knuckles towards your heels. Make sure your head's resting on the mat, your neck is relaxed, and you're breathing. If you're taking that bind, unclasp your hands. Exhale, slowly lift your hips down. And explore floating up and down at your own pace for a minute. Inhale to go up. Exhale to go down. If you want to make it more challenging, move more slowly. Lift up higher. Pause at the top. Keep the bind if you like. Make sure your breath keeps flowing smoothly and continuously, regardless of how you vary the movement or the position. Pauses could be at the bottom of the movement if you want to be restful. Listen to your body. the next time you lower down to the last one, if you had a block between your knees, move it out of the way. So your knees towards your chest, hug your knees. Rock and roll to massage your back against the floor. Now we'll take supine twist. Usually I pick one. And what I'll do today is something different. I'll tell you the 3 different supine twists. And let you pick which one you want. They all involve arms out to the sides, shoulder blades pressing to the ground, and we keep the shoulders on the ground through the twists. So they all have that in common. So the simplest, gentlest, easiest one is to draw both knees towards your chest. Now, in any of these twists, the closer your knees are to your torso, the deeper the twist feels, so you can regulate that. So the simplest one is with your knees parallel like this. It's like your knees fall to one side and your hip to the other. For an energizing twist, you cross the ankle over your knee. I got those cross legs go over. And for a deeper twist, cross your knees. So let's go legs to the right, head to the left. You choose whichever leg configuration you like. And maybe you try out all 3 before you decide. Spend some extra time in each one to give you that option. You do more than one if you like. I'm just going to stay in this one. And let your breath bring you out. See what happens. Not pushing the legs down, just letting them go where they need to go. Slowly stay grounded, breath keeps flowing. Slowly come back up through center. Now, if your knees are parallel, just keep going. Becoming the other twist. If you cross your legs, crossing the opposite way. And you still have the option to do more than one if you like. Now the legs fall to the left, the head turns to the right, the shoulders stay grounded, and the breath keeps going. Slowly come back up to center. If your legs are crossed, uncross them. Knees in towards the chest. Reach your feet towards the sky. Reach your hands up. Grab your legs or grab your feet. Play with bending and straightening your arms and legs. Whatever type and degree of movement feels good in your body. Maybe you sort of rock back and forth. Maybe the big movements, maybe they're small. Maybe there's not much movement. Maybe there's a lot. can be real passive and easy, or you can take a deeper stretch. No matter how you vary this movement, you're getting some helpful drainage for your feet and legs. We're saying cumulative effects of gravity. Moving some stuff that gets stuck in the feet and legs. All the time we spend standing, walking, sitting. Whenever you feel complete with inverting, you can make your way to your final resting pose. Push pose is just one option. Legs extended, feet splayed open, hands at your sides. It's more important to be comfortable than it is to be in this classic ending posture. So if it's not comfortable, get into a different position. Maybe soles of the feet together, knees out. That could include blocks under your legs. Maybe planting the soles of your feet, letting your knees in and towards each other. Sometimes lying flat doesn't feel good in the lower back. Find a resting posture that's comfortable for you. Right, just focus on your breath as it slows down and gets deeper in your body, relaxes down towards the ground. Deep exhale. You might recall on the tension you set for your practice today and reflect upon it. You might choose to let your mind disengage, drift, wander. find some even deeper breaths. Little by little, wiggle your fingers and toes. Building up the bigger movements, roll your ankles and wrists. And head gently side to side. Wake up your neck. Explore whatever movements you like, gradually getting bigger. Taking your time, savoring that relaxed Savasana. And then gently sit up. If you're ready, maybe you stay on the floor. That's about it. If you like, bring your hands up by your heart. The light within you sees, honors, and bows to the same light within you. Namaste. Questions and feedback are always welcome. See you next time. It goes for YouTubers too. You can leave questions and feedback on YouTube for us.